Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. I've been so busy, people. Oh my goodness, right? I'm doing this training for school. It starts at 5 in the morning. Not terrible, so I'm up at 4:30. But I have to be there at 5 game on, right? Because it's taking place on the East Coast, so a lot of those people, it's already 8 o'clock. And they are alert and fresh and ready. And I'm doing great, but it's a ton of content. I'm writing a bunch of notes that I don't even know if I'll ever use. I try and just commit it to memory because I'm like, am I really going to go look through these notes at some point? It's also a writing class, and I'm a natural writer, but I'm a little threatened by it because, like, it's all good to just write for fun. But then when they start looking for elements of writing and did you cover this and cover that? I'm just like, oh, can I quit? So I'm kind of struggling a little bit right there. But anyway, I wanted to check in with my JBV community and tell you about the benefits of mushrooms. If you go up to my search bar and say benefits of, you can find everything from cucumbers to oranges to, I mean, every kind of natural everything. It's all in there. But apparently I never did mushrooms. So I was like, yes, I'm going to do mushrooms. To be fair, I don't really favor mushrooms, but I do know that they're super healthy. I know that they're high in protein, and I want to incorporate them into my diet. So I don't like them cooked. They were always way too slimy for me. I have had a portobello before as part of a sandwich, which was lovely. Basically, what I've been doing lately is incorporating them, like blending them into dressing, where I hardly notice, blending them into banana nice cream, which actually makes it very fluffy, and I hardly notice that either. I'm using, I think they're called Bella. I think they're Bella mushrooms. Whatever they have that's organic at Costco, I am all in. But yeah. Let's learn a little bit more about the health benefits of mushrooms. This is from January of 2022, so it's hot off the press, and I always feel good about being in the know. So it reads, mushrooms are a fungus that hasn't deterred, mushrooms are a fungus, but that hasn't deterred most Americans from adding them to meals. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the average American eats approximately 3 pounds of mushrooms per year. And now there's even more reason to work mushrooms into your diet. Mushrooms bring a savory flavor to meals without adding much fat, calories, or sodium. But the health benefits don't stop there. Researchers continue to uncover how mushrooms can ward off chronic disease, yes please, and improve your everyday health. Read on to discover 7 ways that mushrooms can benefit your health. Number 1, decrease the risk of cancer. A review, and it's a hyperlink, of 17 cancer studies from 1966 to 2020 shows that eating just 18 grams of mushrooms, which is equal to about 1/8 of a cup, or just 2 medium mushrooms. That's all it takes. It's almost like, what was that one? The Brazil nut, and how amazing one Brazil nut could be. Seriously, 2 medium mushrooms a day? Think I can handle it. May lower your risk of cancer by as much as 45%. Wow. Mushrooms are a powerful source of ergothioneine, an amino acid and antioxidant that prevents or slows cellular damage. Some mushroom varieties such as shiitake, oyster, maitake, and king oyster have higher amounts of ergothioneine, ergothioneine. But research has found that incorporating any variety of mushroom into your daily diet will lower your risk of cancer. Yay, God. Okay, lower sodium intake. Sodium and high blood pressure often go hand in hand. Sodium causes the body to retain excess fluid, which can increase blood pressure. To decrease your sodium intake, consider adding mushrooms to your meals. Mushrooms are naturally low in sodium. An entire cup of white button mushrooms, that's one they always have at Costco, has just 5 milligrams of sodium. They offer savory flavor that reduces the need for added salt, to keep your blood pressure low. A study from the Culinary Institute of America and UC Davis shows that swapping half of the meat, for those meat eaters out there who are trying to find their way, for mushrooms in a traditional ground beef recipe can maintain flavor while reducing sodium intake by 25%. That's a hard yes, right? Number 3, promote lower cholesterol. Mushrooms make an excellent substitute for red meat while minimalizing calories, fat, and cholesterol. Research shows that shiitake mushrooms, in particular, help to keep cholesterol levels low. They contain compounds that inhibit the production of cholesterol, block cholesterol from being absorbed, and lower the overall amount of cholesterol in your blood. So good. And I find that it's really easy to blend. It's so easy to blend mushrooms. When I choose to dice them and just put them like in a salad, they readily absorb whatever's in there in terms of flavor. So yeah, it's a pretty good one. I think I'm going to get better at incorporating mushrooms. Number 4, protect brain health. Researchers continue to study the effects of eating mushrooms on mild cognitive impairment, MCI, mild cognitive impairment, causes memory and language difficulties, and is often a precursor to Alzheimer's disease. In a study in Singapore, participants who ate more than 2 cups of mushrooms a week, just per week, had a 50% lower risk of developing MCI. Even those who ate only 1 cup saw some benefits. The mushrooms eaten by participants included golden, oyster, shiitake, and white button mushrooms. That's going to make me go back to white button. I saw something about Bella. It may have been Tanny Raw that favored Bella. I don't know anything about mushrooms, but as I keep seeing them recommending the white button, and because that's an option at Costco for me, I'm going for that. I'm all in. Yeah. Okay, tell me what you guys prefer in the comments. All right, and what's interesting is they're not mentioning portobello at all. Okay, number 5, they provide a source of vitamin D. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium to maintain and build strong bones. Many people rely on supplements or sunshine to get vitamin D, but if you're looking to get this nutrient through your diet, mushrooms can be the answer. They are the only type of produce that is a source of vitamin D. Let's read that again. They are the only type of produce that is a source of vitamin D. Who knew? Like humans, certain mushrooms exposed to UV light or sunlight can increase their vitamin D amounts. So clever. White button, portobello, all right, and cremini mushrooms provide the most vitamin D after exposure to UV light or sunlight. To get the recommended daily amount, slice 3 mushrooms or 1 portobello, expose them to sunlight for at least 15 minutes, and enjoy. Eating a little more than 1 cup of maitake mushrooms achieves the same goal without the need for sun exposure. So depending on what you have access to, depending on where you live. But I'm in the high desert. 15 minutes outside ain't nothing. I will do that. Number 6, stimulate a healthier gut. Oh, everyone is in need of this, right? The microbiome. Oh my goodness. The microbiome in your gut is home to organisms and bacteria that play a large role in your health and mood. One way to keep your gut healthy is to stimulate the growth of healthy bacteria in that space with the use of probiotics such as mushrooms. Research shows that mushroom polysaccharides, their most abundant carbohydrate, stimulate the growth of healthy bacteria. While many foods break down with the stomach acid, the polysaccharides found in mushrooms pass through the stomach unchanged, and can reach the colon to encourage bacteria growth there. Number 7, they support a healthy immune system. Mushrooms contain micronutrients that support a healthy immune system. According to the Mushroom Council, who knew? Your immune system will benefit from mushrooms whose nutrients include selenium. I have an entire video on selenium. Check it out. Which helps your body make antioxidant enzymes to prevent cell damage. Choose cremini or portobello mushrooms for the most benefit. Vitamin D, which assists with cell growth, boosts immune function, and reduces inflammation. Maitake mushrooms offer an easy way to add vitamin D to your diet. and vitamin B6, which helps your body form red blood cells, proteins, and DNA. Shiitake mushrooms are the best choice for vitamin B6. To make sure you're eating the best foods for your health, reach out to your primary care provider. Or don't, because many of them aren't trained in nutrition. But all right, people, that's the news on mushrooms. Let's go again. Number 1, decreases the risk of cancer. 2, lowers sodium intake. 3, promotes lower cholesterol. 4, protects brain health. 5, provides a source of vitamin D. 6, stimulates a healthier gut. And 7, supports a healthy immune system. So mushrooms for the win, right? Yes, mushrooms for the win. I've been hearing about them for a long time. It's just when I was little, I know they just seemed slimy to me whenever they were in food. And who knows, they could have been canned for all I know, right? Because I do remember them being little and brown and like perfectly shaped. They were probably canned. But I don't mind the ones that I get that are raw. I like how they absorb, the flavors around them. I can do this. I can do this. All right, my friends. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. Subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. With health, with prayer, with life. I'm all in. Let me know what you think of mushrooms. How do you incorporate them? I know they're supposed to grow really easily. Have you grown them before? Is shiitake the one that has a bunch of strings and they use them in Asian dishes? I'm trying to think about that. I'm familiar with some of the other ones, but I think it's that one, right? They're on a long, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. All right, until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.